North Korean leader Kim Jong Un meets with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un signed an agreement Wednesday that pledges mutual aid if either country faces aggression, a strategic pact that comes as both face escalating standoffs with the West. Details of the deal were not immediately clear, but it could mark the strongest connection between Moscow and Pyongyang since the end of the Cold War. Both leaders described it as a major upgrade of their relations, covering security, trade, investment, cultural and humanitarian ties. The summit came as Putin visited North Korea for the first time in 24 years, and the US and its allies expressed growing concerns over a possible arms arrangement in which Pyongyang provides Moscow with badly needed munitions for its war in Ukraine, in exchange for economic assistance and technology transfers that could enhance the threat posed by Kim's nuclear weapons and missile program. Kim said the two countries had a fiery friendship and that the deal was their strongest ever treaty, putting the relationship at the level of an alliance. He vowed full support for Russia's war in Ukraine. Putin called it a breakthrough document reflecting shared desires to move relations to a higher level. North Korea and the former Soviet Union signed a treaty in 1961 that experts say necessitated Moscow's military intervention if the North came under attack. The deal was discarded after the collapse of the USSR, replaced by one in 2000 that offered weaker security assurances. It wasn't immediately clear if the new deal provides a similar level of protection as the 1961 treaty. Kim met Putin at the airport, where the two shook hands, hugged twice and rode together in a limousine. The huge motorcade rolled through the capital's brightly lit streets, where buildings were decorated with giant Russian flags and portraits of Putin. After spending the night at a state guest house, Putin was welcomed Wednesday morning in a ceremony at the city's main square, filled with what appeared to be tens of thousands of spectators, including children with balloons and people in coordinated t-shirts of the red, white and blue national colors of both countries. Crowds lining the streets chanted "Welcome Putin" and waved flowers and flags. Putin and Kim saluted an honor guard and walked across a red carpet. Kim introduced key members of his leadership, including Foreign Minister Cho Sun-hui, top aide and ruling party secretary Jo Young-won, and the leader's powerful sister, Kim Yo-jong. At their talks, Putin thanked Kim for North Korea's support in Ukraine. Part of what he said was a fight against the imperialist hegemonistic policies of the US and its satellites against the Russian Federation. Putin praised ties that he traced to the Soviet army fighting the Japanese military on the Korean peninsula at the end of World War II, and Moscow's support for Pyongyang during the Korean War. What kind of support was pledged in the agreement was not spelled out. Kim has used similar language before, consistently saying North Korea supports what he describes as a just action to protect Russia's interests and blaming the crisis on the West's hegemonic policy. North Korea is under heavy UN Security Council sanctions over its weapons program, while Russia also faces sanctions by the US and its Western partners over its invasion of Ukraine. US and South Korean officials accuse the North of providing Russia with artillery, missiles, and other military equipment for use in Ukraine, possibly in return for key military technologies and aid.
Well, that's it for today's video. What are your thoughts? Please let us know on the comment section below. Whose celebrity do you want us to feature next? Thank you for watching FASN News Channel.